In this video, we'll check out the top 5 Th11 attack strategies. Powerful armies you can use even with common hero equipment. At number 5, we've got Hybrid, and this is not your standard Queen Charge Hybrid. Instead of healers on the Queen, this version sends them along with the Hybrid push, which makes the whole attack easier to manage and more deadly. The hero equipment can be common, but if you have the right combination on your King and Queen, it makes a huge difference. This attack can be broken into 3 simple stages. Number 1, Hero Dive Funnel, with the job of luring and eliminating clan castle troops. Number 2, deploying the Hybrid, Miners, Hogs, and Warden together. Number 3, finally in the third step, we will use heal spells, rage spells, and free spells strategically to take down the base. We start with an Ice Golem up front to tank for the heroes. This is the entry point for the Queen, so make sure you open walls with a wall breaker or super wall breaker. Once the way is clear, drop the Queen, but don't drop healers yet. The healers are for Hybrid, not for the Queen. Now that the Queen is receiving a lot of damage, make her invisible first, otherwise we risk losing her. Pop the King ability on the outside, forcing the Queen to step into the base. Drop a freeze on this compartment, perfect timing as the clan castle comes out. Poison the CC troops, and then pop the Queen ability to finish them off. Step 1 complete. Next is the Siege Barracks funnel on the right side. A couple of Hogs go first, then the Siege. Now the stage is set. Let's start the Hybrid. Deploy Miners, then Hogs, followed by the Warden. And here's the twist. The healers go with the Hybrid. This makes the push much stronger and way easier to manage compared to the usual Hybrid. Drop a rage spell to crush the Eagle quickly, then get ready for the Warden ability as your army pushes into the core. Hybrid usually splits, but in this case both sides have enough power to be called a push on their own. Freeze high damage defenses and heal around bomb towers. That's where you'll usually find the giant bombs. Deploy cleanup troops as soon as it's safe to speed things up. Drop the final heal if you really need to, but most of the time you won't even use it. That's how strong this strategy is. And finally, a few more cleanup troops up top to seal the deal even faster. That's an easy 3-star and an excellent way to start off our top 5. At number 4, we've got the Queen Charge, one of the strongest and most reliable strategies at Th11. I'm running it with Super Barbarians, but honestly, you can pair a Queen Charge with just about anything. Dragons, Lalo, or even Hybrid. Super Barbs just make it more fun. The plan here is very simple. Step 1, funnel one side with your King, Warden, and Siege Barrack. Step 2, send the Queen down the other side for a full walk and charge. Step 3, spells are mostly for the Queen, so placement has to be meaningful. We'll start by dropping the King, Warden, and Siege Barrack on the left side. Support them with Super Barbs to speed up the funnel. On the opposite side, drop the Queen. Don't deploy the healers until the Queen actually starts taking damage. Otherwise, they'll run off to heal other troops. As the Queen engages the enemy clan castle, poison both the CC troops and the enemy Queen. This makes her charge much easier. Now it's time for wall breakers. Open up compartments with super wall breakers, though they can act a little dumb sometimes. That's why we bring multiples. If the first one fails, the second one will do the job. On the top right, I pop the King's ability. His spiky ball combo clears trash buildings and defenses quickly. On the left, we open another compartment with wall breakers and send in super barbs to clear structures. If you want, you could also use balloons or baby dragons instead. Warden's health is dropping, so this is a great time to use his ability. His fireball adds solid extra damage to defenses. Remember, the King and Warden are just support troops here. The Queen is the star of this attack. Use a jump spell to connect compartments and keep the Queen moving. Save your free spells for single target infernos. That can easily be the difference between success and failure. Right now, you will have to assess a situation where you can send in your Super Barbarians. There are no more super wall breakers, so sprinkling them all around will only help us a little bit here. So put a jump spell through which your Super Barbs can jump into the base after they have taken down every trash building on the outside. And that wraps up strategy number 4, the Queen Charge with Super Barbs. Powerful and flexible enough to pair with almost any army. At number 3, we have the Electro Dragon attack strategy. This one's simple, powerful, and can even be done with a giant arrow, but this equipment setup I'm showing here keeps things easy to follow. To go against any base, this strategy has heroes to funnel on one side and the Electro Dragons can go from the other. Electro Dragon strategies also have a lot of other variations and they can be done in different ways. If you want a video on that, please comment below. Now for the attack. First, we'll deal with the air sweeper using lightning spells. The Barbarian King will go in from here with a baby dragon to cut his pathing, and the Archer Queen will join him. Pop the King's ability when needed to clear the way forward. From the left side, we'll begin the main push. Balloons first, followed by Electro Dragons. Don't forget to set the Grand Warden to air mode and deploy the Stone Slammer here as well. Drop rage spells side by side at the entry point to break through quickly. As the Clan Castle troops come out, drop a poison spell. When the army reaches the core, that's the perfect moment to use the Warden's ability. It will protect against the heaviest damage. The Electro Dragons will chain lightning through the core and crush the center of the base. Now we only have a couple of free spells to drop and a queen ability that we can swag. Now we'll use free spells on key defenses like Infernos, Eagle, or air targeting Expos. In your clan castle, Dragon Riders pair really well with this army, but balloons or Yetis also work great. The action will go on for a while, but there is nothing that can really stop it. You can even swag the Queen's ability if you want, but I'll use it here to speed up cleanup. Now let's move on to number 2 on the list. At number 2, we have one of the easiest yet most reliable Th11 attack strategies, the bowitch spam. This army is so strong that you can run it with completely common hero equipment and still crush bases. The planning for this attack is very straightforward. First, use lightning spells and an earthquake spell to take down each Inferno tower. At Th11, 4 max lightning and 1 max level earthquake are enough to finish the job. Make sure to remove both Infernos before starting the main push. Next, deploy your golems to soak up damage, then send in the witches, followed by the bowlers, and finally your heroes. With everything moving together through the base, the sheer strength of this army makes it incredibly hard for any defense to hold up. The attack begins with a Zap Quake. Use 4 lightning spells and 1 earthquake to take down an Inferno tower. Since we're facing 2 Infernos, repeat the process. This step is crucial because removing both Infernos reduces a massive amount of incoming damage right from the start. Next, drop your 3 golems to tank defenses. Place your witches behind the golems, then send in the log launcher to open up the walls and carve a path toward the core. At this stage, deploy your bowlers alongside the witches and finally send in your heroes to support the push. When the enemy clan castle troops appear, drop your poison spell right away. Send the Archer Queen toward them since she's your most reliable troop for dealing with the CC. The Grand Warden will usually stick with the largest group of troops. Time your Warden ability to protect your skeletons and witches, especially against splash damage from wizard towers or air units like the Minion Prince. The Queen ability can also be used in the core since the heaviest defenses are there and you won't need it later. Meanwhile, pop the King ability on the outside to clear trash buildings and speed up cleanup. If executed properly, this strategy is nearly unstoppable at Th11. With the Infernals gone and the overwhelming swarm of witches, there's almost no base that can stand against it. At number 1, we have the Dragons, and I'll show you how powerful this army is even with just common hero equipment. The only exception here is the action figure, but if you don't have it, just equip the Archer Puppet. It won't make a huge difference. The attack begins with the Queen's giant arrow, which helps create a funnel. To extend that funnel further, we'll use the Battle Blimp. Once the funnel is set, we can release the dragons from the top left, giving them a clean, direct path into the base. To start, clear the cannon with the balloons so the Queen walks to the left. Then deploy the Archer Queen and fire her giant arrow. Picking off more than 1 air defense is great, but even 1 is enough if your funnel is set properly. Now for the main push. Start with a line of dragons, but place balloons first to trigger traps. On the right side, use a baby dragon to tighten the funnel. Deploy both heroes with the dragons for extra support, and then send in the Battle Blimp, aimed straight at the Inferno Tower. When the enemy clan castle troops appear, drop your poison spell to handle them. As the blimp reaches its target, rage in advance and pop it open so the troops inside do maximum damage. In this army, I also carry 3 lightning spells, perfect for finishing off an air sweeper you might have missed with the giant arrow, or for a back-end air defense. Use the dark orb through the middle, aiming for a heavy compartment on the backside of the base. In the core, drop another rage spell and, if you haven't already, activate the Warden ability to protect your dragons during the heaviest fire. Keep your rage spells focused on high-value targets like Inferno Towers, Expos, or enemy heroes. Finally, use your free spells on air defenses or other key threats. And that's how you unleash the dragons at Town Hall 11, a clean, powerful, and surprisingly simple strategy that can crush any base. That wraps up our list of the top 5 Th11 attack strategies. I'd really appreciate your support in growing this new channel, so please like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and let me know what strategy you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.